over. Get close.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
That's mean to
my
me.
strength is surprising.
That's being mean. You yanked me. Domestic violence.
Ready?
Sure.
You love me like yeah. You love me like no. You love me like oh, oh, oh. You love me like yeah. You love me like no.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's
Drake
and Bree, and you're watching Wait the Wait. Today's topic.
What is it?
Why won't God fix my relationship?
You want to start?
Sure.
Okay. What's the first thing?
Well, you know.
Or the first question that we need to ask these people?
Yeah, it's what are you doing to fix it? And we say this because you can't just pray to God to fix your relationship. It is definitely up to you to look at yourself and look at how you're contributing to your relationship and how you're helping it or making it worse. And at the end of the day, your other person has to be willing to change. It's not as simple as just making a prayer. I'll let Drake kind of go into more detail about this because this was actually his point.
Well, I just feel like that a lot of the times it's things that you all need to work on together and that you need to work on within yourself. Situations where I see praying to God to help fix your relationship may be a situation in where we've seen situations where somebody, you know, a relationship was fine, but then maybe somebody lost like a parent or a brother or sister and it kind of messed them up mentally to where they were in a space to where it's difficult. So the relationship may struggle because of that. So it's like, not that anybody necessarily did anything wrong. It's just kind of trying to help overcome certain situations or even, you know, a loss of a job or different things like that. But all these things, I think that it's less asking God to fix your relationship and more, hey, God, can you show me how to lead in this situation? Hey, God, can you give me strength or give this person strength in this situation? God, can you give me a peace or, you know, different things like that versus just fix my relationship. That almost is like a cop out almost. It's like, like, I just need you to fix this. Yeah. It's like, no, like I can give you, you know, strength to endure this as this healing process happens, or I can give you wisdom to maybe say not go down this road or to go down this road, but to say like just fix my relationship. It's like, what does that even mean? Like, and the reason that this is a topic is people have like asked, I know Bree especially is like,
oh gosh,
like God won't fix my relationship, or how, you know, do I get God to fix my relationship? It's like, what does that even mean? Like, what does that look like to you? Like, what is fixing your relationship?
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, what Drake says, it's like two people fixing it together. If somebody is mentally checked out and like does not want to work on the relationship, does not want to fix it, it's not a God thing. That's not the person you should be with, and it's very clear because it takes two to be together. It takes two to tango. So if you're in a space where, and this is what happens a lot, the question is based around a space of like, I want to be with this person, but they don't want to be with me. And it's like, why won't God fix him so that we can be together? And it's like, well, baby, God's already doing its job and sending that man along.
His job.
What I said?
Its job.
God's already doing his job. Yeah, sorry. And he's sending that person out of your life to make room for the next person. And so it's like, that is just the weirdest question to me, because when it's clear that somebody does not want to be with you and they're not willing to fix the relationship, that's enough proof for you to know that they're not for you and it's time to move on.
Yeah, and that kind of goes into the next topic, or the next point, is that are you trying to ask God to fix your relationship or fit your relationship?
Do the shoe thing.
Fix or fit it. So it's like, Bree, well, I wear a size 10.5. And when I go in the store, I ask for a 10.5. And when I put that 10.5 on, it's a perfect fit. It's a great shoe. Like, the shoe works. It feels good. I can move around. No pain. No anything. Now, if the sole started to come off the shoe or the shoe started to rip, if I go in, I'm asking the shoe to be fixed. It was already a perfect fit, perfect condition. It was made for me, for my foot, and I just need to be fixed for it to go back to normal. And that's one thing. Trying to ask God to fit your relationship is if I decide to get a size 15 when I wear a 10 and a half, and then I'm saying, I just want you to make this 15 fit my 10 and a half. And it's like, it was never designed for your foot in the first place.
Yeah.
And it's like, you see that relationships all the time. It's like, was your relationship a happy, healthy relationship? And like I said, maybe the death of a family member of your spouse, like, changed the relationship to where there was something that came in, you know, a lost job that made what was already right and perfect a little bit tough. So you need help fixing that. Or are you trying to make this person who you have no business with, who has shown you that they're not for you, and that through actions, they may say it, but through actions, they show you they are not for you. They don't want to be with you. And you're trying to make that person fit you. It's like, that's not what you should be asking God for. And I feel like a lot of times when people say, why won't God just fix this person? Or they say like, like, if he would just commit to me and take this 100%, this like would be perfect. And it's like, it would be perfect.
Or when you like compare the relationship before to now and be like, well, I just want him to get back to doing this or being like this. If things have happened in the relationship to make someone get to a point where the trust is lost, or just where they became, or they're finally showing their true selves to you. What Dre said was so good the other day when you know, we're talking about if you're in a relationship. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying that if you're in a relationship, like, it's no different than a job. And if you go to school, like, the first couple of days on a job, people are going to be on their best behavior. They're going to be working hard. They're going to be dressing to impress, showing up on time at school. First things, like, when somebody is first doing something, they're excited about something, you will see their best effort, their best version of themselves. But once time goes on and they get comfortable, and, you know, you will at that point start to really see who this person is, what type of worker they are, what type of student they are. And in relationships, people look at that initial person and they're like, oh yeah, it was so perfect then. And it was like, no, that person was just the person who was excited to be in a relationship with you. That person was the person that was trying to do things to make this relationship work. But now 3, 4, or 5 months now, it's like, now they got comfortable, they dropped their guard. This is who they really are. So you want them to go back to somebody who they weren't even actually
in the first place.
It's like 5 months person, that's who that person really is. Not first week, first month, second month person. Because that person was just doing everything they could to impress you, to get you. And now this 6, 7 month person is really who they are. So trying to hope that they get back to something that they weren't actually is not even realistic.
Yeah. So, I mean, to recap, it's basically, you know, 1, what are you doing to fix the relationship? 2, is the other person willing to fix it with you, because it takes 2. And then 3.
Oh, the scenario, that the metaphor that Bree likes.
Yes.
Are you asking God to fix it or to fit it? And I would say this, it's like, how many of you all, I know I've been in the store where you looking for a shirt or looking for some pants.
Oh, girls do it all the time.
And you like, well, I'm just saying, you looking for shirts, you're looking for pants, and they don't have your size. And you're like, man, I wish this large or this medium would be a small, or I wish this would, like, you are hoping that this thing that doesn't fit you can fit.
And the key with that is that it probably will the first time you put it on, and then it goes into the washer, and one cycle happens, and then you go to put it on again, and you realize, like, nope, this really just does not fit me. So,
or the thing is that you are determined that that thing don't fit. I've seen it with guys. You like, bro, that jacket is tight, bro. Like that jacket is tight. It don't fit you, but you are determined. Maybe because of the way it looks. Mm-hmm. You find it. You find that thing looks so attractive to you that, or maybe it's the way a bargain, or or feel the way it feels or makes you feel as a person. That's the reason that you're trying to make something fit. that doesn't actually fit. So the thing is, like, when you look at it from a clothes or a shoe perspective, you like, that sounds ridiculous. Like, getting something 2 sizes smaller or 2 sizes bigger doesn't make sense. But in relationships, we do it all the time, to where you're trying to make something or someone that doesn't fit who you are, what you stand for, what you're trying to accomplish, fit you. And then you're asking God, like, okay, I know this person, well, you may not even admit that the person doesn't fit for you. You would say, oh, it would just be so perfect, basically, if this extra large was a medium. And God was like, I didn't make, like, it's not a medium. Why don't you find a medium? Why are you trying to make an extra large a medium? Like, you're asking God to fit your relationship. You're not asking God to fix it. If you had a medium and the shirt ripped, that's fixing something that already fits you. But asking the extra large to be a medium is trying to fit something that doesn't fit you.
And in closing, this is something that I didn't even plan on saying anything about, but when you were just talking, I thought about it. Why do you have the faith that if you pray for God to fix your relationship, he will, but you don't have the same faith that if you walk away from something that is clearly not for you, that God has something better waiting on the other side? Because that is when I get these DMs and when people ask me these questions, and these are girls who have such faith in that, go to church every Sunday and they go to Bible studies and they talk about the Lord all the time, but then in the same breath do not think that God will provide for them the perfect man for them. Why do you believe that God would give you this man who has so many issues and so many problems that you would have to get on your knees to beg for him to be fixed? Why would you think that there's not something better for you?
Yeah, and I think also that even when I hear the term fix my relationship,
yeah,
I feel like that should be something that's more praying to God to fix your marriage.
Yeah.
Like a relationship, it's like you can easily walk away from that.
Yeah.
You know, if something isn't right, which sometimes you should do. A marriage, you have 3 kids, you've been married, like that's not just something that you just throw away. You know what I'm saying? So even if there was infidelity or things, you know, that marriage, before you throw that away, you need to do everything you could possibly do to make that work. So I feel like fixing the marriage is one thing, because that's not something you easily walk away from. But just a relationship, it's like some people have been dating people for 4 months and it's like, God, can you fix this relationship? It's like,
if you're dealing with that in 4 months, why would you want to marry that person?
It's like, fix it. It's like you barely got anything really right now. Like,
yeah.
It's like you don't even truly know that person. Sometimes you ain't even met their family. It's like talking about fix the relationship. It's like, no,
this was a whole
walk
word.
away. So
I hope this helps.
Yes.
Make sure you guys comment below. Let us know if you have any questions that maybe we didn't touch on in this video, so that we can provide you with another one. And make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at Brianna Ponte, at It's J Smith, and subscribe. We love y'all.
Peace.